Hello. Hi. Welcome to practice. Okay, I'm almost as close yesterday as I was, but a little further away because I felt like I was right here with you on the Goddess Temple app. You, Facebook, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Although it's so funny, I look like I have a filter on today that makes me look really dreamy on Facebook, like an old photo of Paul Newman. And then on YouTube, we are moving right along. Okay, good. Looks like we're where we're supposed to be on all devices. And today is a special day. I'm so excited. Tonight at midnight, I will be on my Zoom, and I'm going to post about it today with Dr. Helen Hayes Kwong of the Mago Academy. And we are going to be ringing in the Magoist New Year with the sounding of the Korean whale bell. This is a recorded sound that we play to mark the new Magoist New Year. And what is the Magoist New Year? In the Mago Academy, one of the things that Dr. Helen is doing is she is helping us reconceptualize time, and that we're working in the Magoist cosmology, that is the cosmology of the Great Mother, of the great we here now. And she's helping us to understand how time has been twisted and contrived to serve colonialist and patriarchal agendas. And so in the Mago Academy, when we sound the Korean whale bell, we are presencing that cosmogenesis of we here now, and listening to that, marking that new year. And this is going to be the second time I'll be ringing in the Mago New Year with Dr. Helen. I'm really looking forward to it. So please look for the link. I will share it on my Facebook and in the Goddess Temple app. And otherwise, just excited about being alive today. Grateful for this life, this breath, this body. In these troubled times, gratitude is a tremendous balm. So we're glowing and we're ready. Let's sing to the dear mother. When the dear mother ascends the mountain, victorious in her splendor, she brings with her the elixir of the forest, with precious incense, fragrant and sweetly scented. The mountain is purified, the forest is purified, the waters are purified, the animals are purified, the deities are purified, the spirits are purified, the ancestors are purified, our lineage is purified, our homes are purified, our families are purified, our friends are purified, our children are purified, the past is purified, the future is purified, the now is purified. All time is purified. My life force is purified. Your life force is purified. Obstacles removed, wounds are healed, good words are spoken. All around us is purified, is purified, is purified. Thank you, Great Mother, for the gift of this life. Thank you, Great Mother, for the gift of this moment, of this body in space-time. So let's see what our card will be today from the Field Guide deck. Such a pretty deck and such an interesting booklet with messages for the cards. They're related to the usual meanings of the symbols in the deck, but there's some innovative other meanings that crop up in reading these that is always interesting to see. Okay. Today we're with the Bay. This is one of my very favorite trees. I have a long relationship with the Bay. It was the first tree ally that welcomed me, apart from eucalyptus, which is not native here, but the Bay welcomed me when I moved here. Turn that frown upside down is the first line. Give achy, broken hearts and despair room to breathe and permission to move on. Launch expeditions of all sorts, knowing that you're in good hands. Today, our keywords are protection, safety, clarification, responsibility, resiliency, joy, organization, and preparedness. All right, Girl Scouts, let's be ready. We're going on an adventure. So I love that, turn that frown upside down. You know, it's really hard because in the past year, especially, anybody who tries to come at you saying, it'll all be okay, isn't there kind of a temptation just to like grab them by the face and push? Don't worry, it'll all be okay. Shh, go to sleep. Although we can't do that. That's not actually the Dharma way. We wouldn't do that. But the reality is that during this year, it's been hard to hear those words anyone say to us, it's all going to be okay. Even when we've had that feeling of it's all going to be okay, it has felt dangerous to feel that way. It hasn't felt trustworthy or reliable. Whenever I have had that feeling this year of everything's going to be okay, I've been like, is this my childhood imagination coping mechanism rearing up to give me a little bit of solace and respite amidst this chaotic post-apocalyptic world that we're living in right now, or apocalyptic world that we're living in right now? Or is this actually a message that everything is going to be okay? And it's both. It's both. We self-soothe with the idea that everything is going to be okay. We self-soothe with this idea that things will just magically work out. Things do magically work out, but usually the agent of magic is you. So when you need to work something out, there's not going to just be like the magical solution, although magical solutions may present themselves. You yourself are going to have to do something to make it okay. And whether the something that you do to make it okay includes self-soothing, meditation, or other activities to help you cope with strong feelings, or whether it's that you actually take some step in the world to create a positive change, help others, and help yourself. Either way, at the end of that thread of feeling of everything's going to be okay, there is that drop off the cliff into the unknown and what if things aren't okay. And we're all with that. We're all of us coping with that right now. This is a mental health issue that we're all dealing with. So it's okay to think everything's going to be okay. And it's also okay to sometimes feel legitimately worried about whether things are going to be okay. It's both. Today, let's spend a little time. If you have any bay leaves on your, spice rack in the kitchen, you can get one of those bay leaves, and in a metal or ceramic dish, you can burn that bay leaf and release that smoke and do a little purification and do a little affirmation that everything's going to be okay, and find a way to make that connection with that sense of okayness. And whether that's an emotional placebo, psychological placebo, or whether that's actual magic happening, either way, the net effect is going to be that you'll have a little respite in the storm. And right now, I think everybody would like a little respite in the storm, and I think it's okay to want it, and I think it's okay to have it. So today, give yourself that little turn my frown upside down moment and see what happens. Maybe in the expansiveness of your okay moment, creative new solutions for helping others will present themselves. And then we're one step closer to true okayness. That's our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. And if you'd like to stay on, we're going to begin Guanyin in just 1 minute after we do 3 prostrations before the shrine of Guanyin. I've been envisioning a bigger shrine. A bigger shrine. Let's see what happens. And let's take refuge. This is really what it means to be okay, to take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And today we're holding for Christine, who's having some surgery. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guanxin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxin Pusa as we give spark to that bodhicitta, that compassion within each heart, and presence it, ready to send it out into the world. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Whatever actions you engage in, do not do anything non-dharmic that fails to become the accumulation of merit and wisdom. Do not desire anything other than omniscient Buddhahood and benefiting sentient beings. Do not be attached to anything. Attachment itself is the root of bondage. Do not criticize other teachings and do not disparage people. All the teachings are ultimately indivisible, like the taste of salt. Do not criticize any of the higher or lower vehicles. They are identical in being the path to be journeyed, just like the steps on a staircase. You cannot know another person unless you can perceive with super knowledge, so do not criticize others. In general, all sentient beings are by their very nature spontaneously perfect Buddhas. They possess the essence of enlightenment. Do not examine other people's faults or delusions. Do not examine the limitations of others. Examine how you can change your own. Do not examine the shortcomings of others, but examine your own shortcomings. The greatest of evils is to hold religious prejudice and to criticize other people without knowing their mind. So give up prejudice as if it were poison. As we cleanse ourselves today with our bay leaves, we can release any judgment that we have of other people for any reason. If we can do that, even if we can just release judgment for 1 minute of the day. Our minds are constantly judging, sifting, and analyzing. If we can release judgment and just dwell in that spaciousness of non-conceptuality, of no hierarchy, of no right or wrong, of no separation, that is like one drop of the ocean of enlightenment that is possible for us. So let's embrace that, or let it embrace us today. 108 recitations we'll practice right now of Om Mani Padme Hum for the benefit of all beings, the ones we like, the ones we don't like, the ones we agree with, the ones we don't agree with, the ones we think are right, the ones we think are wrong, the ones to whom we're indifferent. All beings receiving the benefit of Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Swasti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss Yeshe Wangmo be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guan Yin in our hearts. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guan Yin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And wishing everyone a beautiful day of A-OK. And I'll be back tomorrow.